Hey 8th graders, today I'm going to show you guys how to do your light up Christmas card because a lot of you guys will be starting at different times. I wanted to do this in video. Okay, your light up Christmas card will look something like this. These examples that I have are both pretty old, so I have one light that barely flickers anymore. So keep that in mind. So what you guys will do is you'll design your front. You guys will have a light bulb sticking through. And then on the inside, you guys will have a little circuit. This one's lacking the battery, so that's something I'll show you guys as well. Or it could look something like this. If you guys had an extra $1 and I have enough supplies, you guys could do 2 lights. So you have 2 different circuits. Like I said, these ones have batteries in them, but this is the only one that really works anymore. And you can kind of see that the light's still flickering a little bit. Okay, so when I pinch the corners in, I'm completing a circuit, and that causes my light to light up occasionally. Okay, so again, this one has 2, so you guys can kind of see what my 2 circuits on the inside look like. Okay, so the first thing you guys are gonna wanna do is obviously figure out what design you're gonna do and where you're gonna put your light. Okay, when you guys figure out where to put your light or what your design's gonna be, keep in mind that you're gonna need one of your 2 corners to do your circuit. Okay, so that won't be part of your design. You guys can see how each side of this kind of had to fold in, so I couldn't really put those as part of my design. So keep that in mind. Okay, if you guys were doing something like a Christmas tree, okay, where your guys is, like the example I showed you guys, okay, where your guys' light maybe goes up here, you guys would draw your design, you would get it all glitter glued and ready to go, so make sure your design's completely done before you guys start any of the circuit stuff. And then what you can do is you can just take and poke a little hole. Okay, I have a bunch of different colors available, pending availability. So you guys can see I have red, orange, yellow, green, emerald green, I don't know the difference, blue, purple, it's kind of a bright purple. I've also got white and warm white. And then if you're one of my lucky few, I have some colorful flashing that kind of do a little color change and flash. Okay, you guys will also get a little pocket battery that looks something like this. Okay, and then you guys will get whatever copper tape you guys need to complete your circuit. Okay, so once you guys figure out your design, you kind of figure out, all right, this is where my light's gonna be. You guys are gonna choose the closest corner to where your light's gonna be to do your circuit. You guys don't wanna have to run a circuit clear to the bottom corner. So if my light's up here, I don't wanna have to use all the copper tape to go down here to this corner, because that just kind of increases your chances of something going wrong. Okay, so what you guys will do is, first thing is you guys will fold one of your corners in. You guys want your fold to be big enough to fit your pocket battery. So notice how I have a lot of pink around my pocket battery. That means my fold is large enough. Okay, don't do it so tight where you're like sticking your battery like this and your crease is going right to the bottom, because you're gonna see some overlap in your battery that could potentially mess up your circuit. So make sure you guys have plenty of corner to stick your battery in. Okay, first thing you're gonna do then is you guys will hold your battery to your little crease in your corner, and you guys are gonna trace around it and show me kind of where your battery is gonna go on that side. Okay, then what you guys are gonna do, and this part can be kind of tricky, is you're gonna hold your battery in place where it's at right here, and you're gonna flip your corner over and you're gonna stick your battery down. Okay, and then you're gonna trace around that as well. Okay, so basically I have 2 circles now, and those 2 circles should be directly on top of each other. So if I were to fold this down, those 2 circles should be pretty close. Okay, if this is where my light is going to go, I poked a little hole for that, and I'm going to choose my white light. For this one, I'm just going to grab a warm white one. These lights have 2 prongs. Okay, these lights should all work good, but it's the batteries you guys probably need to test. So if you're having a hard time with your circuit later in the game, you guys can hold it. It will only work one direction. So if I flip these 2 prongs, notice how my light doesn't light up. But if I flip them again and stick them on either side of my battery, now it lights up. So I know that this battery works, and I know that my light works. So it's good to test that first. Okay, what you guys can do is on the front side, you guys can poke a little hole with your light bulb. That's gonna be what fits in. And then I'm actually gonna go from the back side. I'm gonna stick my light bulb in, and then I can bend these 2 prongs right here. Okay, so I'm gonna bend the first one up, so this circuit will go up and then over to this first circle, and then this one is gonna bring my circuit directly to this circle here. Okay, So I can take that out once I'm set. My first prong is gonna go right here. My second prong is gonna go right here. So those kind of point to where my circuit's gonna go. Then I'm gonna trace out which way my copper tape's gonna go. Okay, so when you guys are putting your copper tape down, it's really important to know that they can't overlap or touch in the middle. If I show you guys one of my other examples, notice how the copper tape does not touch right up here. If that happens, your circuit will just skip over your light bulb and just keep moving this way, so your light will never light up. Okay, so that could be one problem that you see later. Okay, then you guys will come get copper tape from me once you have this all kind of figured out. So you're gonna trace the pathway of your copper tape. So my copper tape will be used to stick this prong of the light bulb down. It'll run up this way, and then I'll cut a separate piece, and that separate piece will run this way and come to the end of my circle. So we'll have a little bit of overlap here. You guys will probably also wanna put a second or third piece of copper tape right here over the crease to kind of reinforce it. Just like metal, if we bend it a bunch of times, it's gonna break. So your copper tape is no different. So we're gonna put a couple pieces of copper tape down here over our crease just to make sure it's strong. Okay, your second set of copper tape for your other side of your circuit is gonna stick this prong of your light bulb down and go to the end of this circuit. Okay, so again, similar to what I did here. Okay, you guys can see this is one side of my circuit, goes to this end of the circle. This one has one piece of copper tape, two pieces of copper tape, and then I have a reinforcement piece that probably still needs to be redone right now over that piece right there. Okay, so and once you guys have this drawn out, you guys will bring it to me. I will measure out the amount of copper tape you guys need and give you a little extra to do a reinforcement there. I'll also give you a little extra piece that you guys will cut. This copper tape is really fragile, so be really careful. And then you guys will peel off the backing, which is super fun to do. So it's really thin, so keep that in mind, and so super fragile. So there's my copper tape. This side's sticky, so that'll be the side you stick down. It'll be the side you guys hold your parts of your light bulb onto too. And you're just gonna kind of roll it up so the sticky side's on the outside, and then you're gonna use that to stick your battery down. So you guys can see, you can put it right there on my copper tape, and then when I stick a battery in there, you guys will have that battery stuck. Okay, when I flip this down, okay, I should complete my circuit because I'm taking this piece of copper wire and pinching the battery with it. Okay, if that doesn't work, just like you guys saw when I tested the battery in the light bulb, try flipping it. Okay, and there you just have to kind of work with it a little bit. Sometimes you guys need to reinforce this. Like I said, this card's pretty old, so you might need to reinforce your crease. You guys might need to try testing which way the battery goes. You guys can pay attention on your little light bulb, okay? Which side goes to the, so there's a flat side and then there's this round curved side. And you guys also have two sides, two prongs to your battery, or your light. One is longer than the other. So you guys can kind of figure out, all right, the longer one goes to the flat side. So if this is my longer one here, that's got to go to the flat side of my battery. So keep that in mind, that this would be the way it goes down. And then you guys, like I said, might just need to work a couple things, double check to make sure you don't have your copper tape overlapping here, make sure everything is stuck down good, that you guys have good contact with your light bulb, that you guys have a reinforced crease, and that when you guys are bringing this, okay, we should be going directly over top copper wire over top of copper wire, okay? So you guys need to kind of troubleshoot it first before you guys come ask for help, because part of this grade is that you guys can figure out how to get your circuit to work without my help. So again, try maneuvering. You might need to just move your light bulb around a little bit, those kinds of things, okay? So you find different ways to work with that. And again, when you guys are done, you guys should have an end product where your guys' will light up more consistently than mine. I have to squeeze mine in a specific spot to get it to work. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so again, these are pretty old, so you guys can kind of see how that works, okay? I have these two examples at my desk if you need to take a look at them. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys know what's available to you guys, and good luck.